Welcome back, my friends, to Card Sharks. This is the beginning of Chapter 3, as we have been hit with enormous story revelations from the previous chapter. It has been revealed that we are, in fact, the legitimate heir of the king here in France on the eve of revolution. What will this mean for us? Son, you have a lot of questions. I will tell you everything this time. No more masks. What is your hand in all of this? I used to carry real influence before I fell from the king's good graces. Now, Comte de Saint-Germain is a real historical figure. He is a story of legend at this point, so we don't know how many stories attributed to him are true, but we do believe that he was a real historical character. I was a peacock parading the gardens of Versailles. You might remember me telling you that one day I heard a rumor. Just a few intriguing words repeated in a whisper. It brought me to Pau, to Miss Porterhouse. You see, your old mistress was hiding something. She ran an inn near Paris 20 years ago, an inn called the 12 Bottles of Milk. I followed my instructions. Something happened there, something the king was trying to hide. Now we know that the king's mistress, Sophie d'Aubigné, was in fact his secret wife, and that she gave birth to a baby. A mute one, yes, but nonetheless a strong contender for the throne of France. I believe Miss Porterhouse was tasked with raising you out of the way. Miss Porterhouse. Miss Porterhouse died before I could ask her anything about the events relayed by Theodore de Armitz. But I had the intuition that you were involved in some way. It seems I got myself a prince as well as an apprentice. Yes, I believe that you are the secret. You are the heir to the throne of France, as well as a sore pain in the king's regal bottom. The king wants you dead, that is obvious. That is why his hound, MacGregor, is hunting us like this. He was sent by his master to nip at our heels. Anything else? MacGregor. MacGregor is the king's master spy, trying desperately to keep the whole affair from blowing up. Anything else? Julie d'Aubigné, which would be my grandmother. I wonder what Julie d'Aubigné will say. You're her grandson. Eugene, you have a unique hand to play now. It is going to be a difficult one, but I don't see any other way. We need to go to Paris and confront the king. If we don't, MacGregor will find us eventually. The king cannot ignore your claim. Are you in? Maybe. I am glad to have you on board for this, son. We will perform miracles. To make our way to Versailles, we need a way in, an introduction. We will also need to work on your manners, my dear Eugene. All that while evading MacGregor's brutes. I happen to know some people. I will wait for you in the carriage. Well, it is going to be a tall order, but if you believe that we can succeed, we will play this to the hilt. The magician is asking us for money. I was hoping he was going to teach us a trick. Yes, I can spare some. They have protected us all this while, and let us learn so much about ourselves. Interesting. Now, my understanding is there are multiple endings for the game. I wonder if there's a certain threshold that you can give to the fund that will unlock a bonus ending. Relac France, later that day. Now, we are on, not necessarily chasing this story right away. We have a target given to us from the gypsy camp. He is a member, he's associated with the camp, but he is obviously cheating and stirring up trouble for us. So we are targeted to come in and take him down a peg. The stakes here at the game are going to be extremely high. Oh boy. And this is just showing how much of a thug he is. Huh. Well, I will show you something of cheating, my friend. Do you remember me, sir? We met at the manor. Friend of the Baroness. I notice you're playing a somewhat dull game, sir. Let me join you so I can show you how it is done. Indeed. And why do they all have red coats? That makes me think that they are British. It's not in my nature to refuse the final wishes of elderly men. It's insulting our age. See, I'm naturally ahead of you. 100 floors is the minimum bet. This guy is loaded. Alright, so now we need to be able to use our flourish here. Find aces. Aces. Any aces. I'm going to play the entire deck. It's just going to be the entire deck. We lock that in. Now we found one here that we passed. Ah. Okay, keep going, keep going. I wanted that ace. Flip through, come on. There you are. Lock them in. Set them up. Play our shuffle, jog it. He is very quick to accuse of cheating. So we want to hit him hard and fast is the strategy. Honestly, neither of these tricks in the combination are too difficult. And they're clean 200. I heard about it, yes. I didn't know, did you? I've heard the preface was written by Erdnas. Fascinating character. Up to 200, that is all we can afford. There's no raising the limits here. We better not lose. So it's a good thing is relatively easy. Ace? Oh, another ace? I can't give him another... What? What? What is going on? Okay, so I need another loser to stack the deck. Now I must find our next ace. I think that we've recovered. I got thrown off there when I saw the ace right behind it where I wanted to play in. Okay, I'm back to the top. Come on. You're telling me there's only 2 aces in the deck? Is he cheating? Is he cheating at the same time, making it harder for me to pull off these tricks? There's only 2 aces in the entire deck? Okay, drop the shuffle, mark it, finish the shuffle. Oh, he's about to throw the game off. Are we going to be able to fit in another one? We're not. He's too suspicious. No, we've taken a lot. Yes, bet bigger, he says. I want to leave. I don't think that we can pull off the trick again without him accusing us of cheating, and there's so many soldiers on the side, I don't know what's going to happen. Can we just leave the table? It feels a shame when the stakes are so high. We would stand to win another 400 off of him. Let's leave. I'm sorry, but I have to leave now. I'm not losing. This guy. I mean, we pulled him down a few pegs, but it was not the all-out victory that I wanted it to be. Here we are, returning to the bathhouse from the previous chapter where we barely escaped arrest at the hands of the man who actually murdered the woman who raised us. Well, son, how does it look? They're holding a seance here. It's all clear. Glad to know. We have a brand new trick up our sleeves. Able to finally utilize the paintbrush that we picked up in the previous act as well. I would hate to encounter our good friend Le Colonel again. We almost got caught last time. Yes, if it was not my ingenious play to be able to plant a card on his chair. Where is everyone? Okay. Incroyable. Count alias Rio de Cagliostro. Oof. Need him to impersonate Beelzebub. Oh. Let us see. Would you like to calm yourselves over a game of cards? Sir, my pardon my intrusion. Are you the great Cagliostro? I am indeed. That is too bad. I arranged the game of cards with one of your guests, the Baron. Yeah, he was hypnotized to eat people's hearts. I am not sure. Alright, we have been dragged into this game with some powerful guests. And a master of hypnosis. I do not know how I feel about this. Hypnosis is something that truly bothers me in real life. How much would you like to bet? 20 to begin, so that we can show off... What is it, son? The fumes, is that it? Gentlemen, would you excuse my son for our rounds? He's got a weak head. The young and their weak heads. No problem at all. Okay. So this is part of our trick. We leave. Do you mind refilling my glass before you go? One of the classic plays that we make here. Make sure not to over pour. And now we head off to the other room with a duplicate deck. Gambler's classic. Now, while we were on the other side, we were able to whip out the paintbrush and mark the back of the cards within this deck, so that once it comes to be able to deal out of this deck, we have a system. We're able to create whatever system you want to be able to mark the cards. I'm just following what the game suggested. And so you have aces high, and then you play kind of clockwise around the card to be able to designate its value. We don't care about the suit here. Now we're just using a dot of paint within the pattern of the back of the card. And so now as we deal these out, it's supposed to be subtle enough that the opponents will not be able to pick up on things. But if we are looking closely, we'll be able to notice the value of the card that we are dealing to our key opponent, and then be able to signal our companion what is in their hand for him to have to be able to manipulate the game and secure a victory. Let's come back with the wine. Welcome back, Eugene. Since you're standing, do you mind serving me more wine? Here is where we are able to exchange the deck. Oh, okay. I thought I had a good pour there. There is too much outruns in that glass. My apologies. I know that you'd like them poured tall. So here we want to grab a weak card. As we drop the rest of our hand, we will palm the weakling to be able to then drop onto the top and hook out in the deal. So now we are watching the cards. Nothing going out. This one, ace. He has an ace. And that's going to be the highest card. So otherwise here we are just trying to follow the rhythm of dealing. Able to use the thumbstick as a command to be able to score the deal and not spend too much time checking the back of the card to look suspicious. And there we signal that he had the ace, win the round, and he is flabbergasted. It's a word I just invented. We go up to 40. I think that we will leave it at 40 and not choose to press right now. Palm the weak card. We're still playing with the marked deck, I suppose. Excellent. So the rest of this trick should be able to play out well. So we know he has a loser. He's getting another ace. He's got winning hands every single time, but he's not able to pilot them to victory. Let's see, does he pick up anything else? I mean, nothing is going to beat the ace, but that was a queen that we just threw to him. It actually is remarkably easy to be able to tell on the pattern where they have been marked, even though it's pretty subtle. Drop down the ace, correct value. And he barely suspects a thing. What a hand. I was not expecting this. Yeah, two aces and 2 losing hands for you. That is truly unfortunate. The fates are not on your side today. We're up to 80. I think that this is where you press 110. And make sure we grab the loser here. Careful on the QTE timing. Whew. Those make me very nervous whenever they appear. Now we check. Nothing. We only care about the cards dealt to this character on our left. He gets a 3rd ace. Ah, the worst possible knight of cards. I think I would be a little more suspicious if I was him to have losses every single time with such a powerful hand. What a disaster. What? This is interesting that I guess he has to keep up the appearance of being one with the will of fate, even though he understands that the seance is all chance, is all trickery. Great game, my friends, you did well. Let us plan our next move. We have won quite the purse, and now it is time to advance. Northeastern France now holds a number of new locations for us, but I think I'm actually going to try and take this asshole for all he's worth, but unless something too interesting happens, I'm just going to cut away from it. Hopefully we see an extra 1,000 livres in our pocket when we come back after the cut. It's another win for us, and an enormous windfall. So I've been playing through the first 2 rounds, quite focused, and our opponent has reset his purse from the previous time. So I feel like there has to be an event here that we keep on pressing until we are accused of cheating. And I want to press it, rather than just leave. I don't think that it is really possible, because you cannot increase your bet. And it's such high stakes anyway, and he has this enormous purse. A number of factors all coming together so that I don't think that you can beat him playing cautiously. We have to... Where are my aces? No aces? Yes, I heard that. He's cheating. He's pulling aces out of the deck? That's what's happening? Or did I just not see them? What in the world is going on? Yeah, it said no aces, so I'll finalize. What is it, young man? You seem troubled. If anything is wrong, please tell me what the problem is. Ooh. Okay, if we make a toast, we should be able to signal, right? We have signals with the wine glasses to be able to signal ace. Excellent idea. A toast to the lucky soul. We should drink to. Kepler. I agree. A little too lucky, some might say. Throw your glass on the floor, lad, now. He said to do it. Okay. It means you are a cheat, and a rather messy one. If you move or scream, I will reveal the aces in your pocket to everyone here, including those grenadiers who are wondering what you're up to. Give us all your money, and you may avoid the galley. Oh. And here we part ways. I must say, my young friend, you astonish me. You behave with speed and great intuition. We will conquer Paris together, you will see. No one will get in our way now. Santé. As an aside, they've made a truly enormous map. I wonder, will there be DLC for the game? Will we be able to explore storylines taking place in other countries? Who knows? Who knows? Let us advance to Germany? The theater in Nancy? We're trying to go to Paris. Why do we have these options? Let us head to Switzerland, the gambling house. We're headed to Bern, a new gambling house just opened there. I happen to know the owner, Jean-Claude de Lauriston. We're up against gambling royalty. These are dangerous waters, so we will keep things safe and simple. We shall repeat the tobacco box trick we used on Revenue's ship to Corsica. Gambling royalty indeed. You couldn't miss the opportunity of visiting your new endeavor? Oh, would they now? Victor Lustig. I am your humble servant, Mr. Lustig. I look forward to this game. We're going to be watched by the proprietor. Alright, but we shall still join the table. Bets are locked, and here we play. So as we pass the cards over the tobacco box, we're able to see what we are dealing to our opponent. Casual ace of diamonds there. I have a feeling that we are going to lose access to the tobacco box. He's going to casually come over and ask for a refill of the pipe, and without making a fuss, we'll have to oblige. But as it is, we can finish out the deal. Nothing is going to beat the ace. So we're locked in as to what we are going to signal. Ace of diamonds. Diamonds is no fingers. And then ace. Ace is high. Round 1. Fantastic, our purse grows heavier. Something wrong, Mr. Lustig? Chances of Fickle Muse. A new deck, of course. Any deck of your choice? Bet is still locked. Seems to be very suspicious of cheating after a single loss. Though I suppose it is a bit of an abstraction that we must have been playing for a little while and things are not going well for him. Queen of clubs? Queen of clubs. We need to be able to keep on checking if anything beats Queen of clubs. Something very well might, king or an ace. No, that's a 10, I believe. Four. It's like I have to read the numbers. The face card's going to be the entire card. Okay, clubs. And then queen is low. Fantastic. I'm quite taken aback. The poor boy is shocked too. Go take a walk, lad. Pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? Ah, this is the first time that we have played the trick correctly and lost. Comte, have you met your match? So we will come up here, and now we're in improv time. Oh dear. He has slipped us a deck. We've finished the pour. Good pour. That is the last of the wine. Go get us a new bottle whilst you are away. These aren't our cards. Go examine the deck. I am certain it has been tampered with. Alright. What has happened? Ace, queen, queen, ace, ace, ace. Are there too many? Are there more aces? What am I supposed to do? King, king. Should I check maybe the high cards? What am I looking for? If I look at the back, it has been marked. It has been marked. You know, back when I was serving as a general in the military, we used to always say that a signal system was only as strong as the memory of the soldiers. After all, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. My apologies. I often rely on metaphor to paint a clear picture. Where is this wine? Okay. So, what am I? Yes, this one has been marked. But what am I looking for? Ah, haha. Okay. So we mark the losers with his signal, the improvised painter. So he's going to believe that this wimpy card is actually a winner. And then we'll do so with the rest of these if we can possibly be fast enough. His mark is 2 in the middle, it appears. I don't know his full system. I'm just going to try and screw with him. So that's going to be the play, as long as he does not grow too... It feels like I do not have very much time here whatsoever. I mean, we did spend forever and a day just looking at the deck, not understanding what was going on. So perhaps it is fair if we are not able to pull this one off. Come on, give me the 10. So close. I don't want to lose right here in the back room. Come out with the wine. Hurry. Hurry, Eugene. Oh, but he's so... Okay. You're back with the wine. Pour me a glass, lad. Indeed. Now the deck comes back to us. Good pour. Try and reduce suspicion here. If it was perfect, it might have actually reduced suspicion. We're betting 80 on this. Indeed. And here we have to be very careful. That's all. They're not gonna like this. They are cheating. Of course you two. You think I didn't see your little circus? Oh, arrested? By these thugs? No, 1 hour later in prison? No, that was a fiasco. We were too slow. I think it might have happened anyway. I need to be better from you. I need better from you. Your mistake will cost us our lives. You need to train more. Can we pay our bail? Oh. Yeah, he did. Thank you. I will deduct that sum from the money you owe me. Oh. It hurts. It hurts. But we do have to be better. We have to be on to these cheats if we're going to play with cheating opponents. A cheat in a gambling house. We're on our return for revenge with this cheat. Who would have thought it? We must smarten our act if we wish to milk law for all he is worth and wipe that smirk off Lustig's treacherous face. Our strategy is simple. Alright, this time we will be prepared. Understanding the trickery. Now, I don't think that we did not give the tell that we understood how he was cheating us. We have been cleared of any wrongdoing. Now, let us pass. Be ready, son. It's pretty clear that Mr. Lustig is a cheat. Mr. Lustig, I hope you did not forget us. It seems we all escaped the unfair claws of the Gaol. Yes, enjoy your game. The proprietor is like, excellent. Allow them to do whatever they wish to each other. Let us take our seat. He cannot afford to make a ruckus here. We'll place our bet. And continue to cheat him. That's a loser, if I ever saw one. Able to make the deal as quickly as we can. Looking for high cards in the reflection. Jack of spades. Making sure that this tobacco box is extremely polished. 4. I don't care about the 4. Our pace is high enough here that he's not too suspicious, especially as long as you are moving directly to the deal. It's when you hesitate that he begins to increase his suspicion. So Jack of spades was top card dealt to him, meaning we signal spades. Oh, we signaled clubs and a jack. Loss. Tragic. Dear Mr. Lustig, what a game you played. Look, Eugene, you shocked him. So pale. Indeed. Let us win it back. Thankfully, we reset the suspicion, and now the bets are higher stakes. There could be an element to intentionally losing to be able to drive up the stakes if you want to fully fleece your opponents, because every time the ante doubles, and as long as you have not increased suspicion too high, then you will be able to take King of Diamonds. This time we will not be so clumsy. So we should be able to pilot this to be in our favor. It's still King of Diamonds. Final card to be dealt to our glorious opponent. And King of Diamonds is his top card. Diamonds. Diamonds and King played deep to the table. Excellent. That is a victory for our side, winning our money back. Is something wrong, Mr. Lustig? Chance is a fickle muse, and here is where we bring in the new deck. So here is where, even if we perform the trick correctly, I imagine we will lose and then have to throw him off, if we remember the order of events from previous. The 2, that's a loser. I was worried at first that it was an ace. Queen of spades. Hopefully we're not playing hearts. One final card to be dealt across. Ace of spades. Ah, he's loaded and in the same suit. Okay. Spades. Ace is high. But we will still lose. A loss? I am quite taken aback. The poor boy is shocked too. Go take a walk, lad. Pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? Alright. And this is where we need to be fast. We understand what he is doing to beat us. There we go. Good pour. His suspicion has dropped off. Because he was able to take the win. So now the stakes are just incredibly high. And so here we see that the queen is marked. So we need to mark the losers with the exact same pattern. And he has frustratingly identified them with 2 dots. Takes longer to be able to pilot the brush here. But if we are quick enough, we should be able to return. And the stakes on these next few games are going to be incredibly high. Mark the 10. This will just hopefully throw him off enough that he doesn't know what is going on. If the system suddenly becomes unreliable, do you abandon it entirely? Or do you just play to the chance? What are the odds? Can we out-cheat the cheat? Okay. We return with the bottle. Pour the glass. We're in a much better state than before. Rejoin the table. And now let us see what our opponent is able to accomplish. Hang on. What is going on? Yes, sit up, sit down. Join. Here we go. Bets are so high. Now, is our system superior? 4 isn't going to get him anywhere. The Queen of Spades just might, though. If only we could talk and communicate back to our friend. Queen of Spades is still the highest. My commentary is dying here because I'm so focused. I don't think we can stand to lose and be able to recover. Queen of Spades, Queen of Spades. Here it is. Mark clubs. I said spades the entire time, didn't I? I remembered I had the picture in my mind correctly and was saying the wrong word the entire time. Thank you, Mr. Lustig. It is a very informative game. I can still play? No, I don't think you can. You should leave now. Interesting. He still had money that I wanted to take from him. But that is up to my own failures in the beginning of the game, it seems. Jean, I am disappointed. You have put us against a cheat. The cards were marked. A match made in heaven. Now out with you. This is a respectable house. I think that the casino owner come away the true winner here, though I guess we did add to our pile of livres. We are leaving France. It's time for us to lay low. McGregor will have a hard time tracking us in Germany, especially at the Schloss Favorites. It is a perfect place for you to learn how to blend in with high society, that's what. Frederick von Wittenberg, our host, is incredibly jealous of his cousin Louis XV. Some say he's keeping a court more refined than Versailles, which is hard to believe. Of course, you cannot enter society as, well, yourself. One day you will, lad. I will introduce you as Madame de Saint-Ferlaine, a widow taking a vow of silence after the tragic loss of her husband, of course. That'll be fun. I hope you're not one of these small fools who feel threatened by the idea of wearing a gown. It is the age of enlightenment, my friend. However, your disguise isn't just for fun. You see, dressing as a woman means that we can use some novel techniques in our strategy. We're going to be using 2 different methods to tell me as much as possible about my opponent's hand. Both are signals of assault. The game presses us to return to Germany here. Now, full disclosure, I've already been here twice. I have failed to be able to succeed in the encounter twice. The minigame is incredibly finicky. We are actually playing, I believe, Comet's niece. The trick has a couple layers to it here, and the beginning is not the hard part. But the goal is that playing here as a disguised lady, we are able to walk away from the game and stay on the outside observing other people's cards to be able to signal our partner what they have. It seems like it should be easy enough to be able to avoid suspicion, but it is just so hard to be able to accomplish. First off, we do the old trick with the bottle of wine, walking out, pull out the trick deck or the copy deck, and then we'll use our paintbrush to be able to mark the cards. It sure seems like we should have been able to do this ahead of time. Though I suppose the idea is that we are using they have multiple decks and we were using one of their decks and we didn't know what their deck would look like. I don't know. Maybe there is some kind of abstraction that you can use to convince yourself that this is not a poorly formed plan. But overall, it feels like this is something that could have been prepared prior to being in disguise at the royal court of Germany. Anyway, we'll be able to use our paintbrush here, marking it so that our partner is able to see the values of these cards. He's not going to know what suit, but he's going to know the value, and that will give him a significant advantage over his opponents. With the deck completed, grab the bottle, head back to the game, rejoin the table, or actually not to join the table, but we'll go off, refill his glass so that he is able to grab the trick deck, the painted deck. Make sure we get a good pour here, not to raise suspicion. Nothing suspicious going on here. And then we walk off behind His Majesty, Frederick of Germany. We are able to contribute to what the bets are right here. We'll keep it low because I've been so terrible at this so far. And here in the mirror, we are supposed to spy his hand of cards. Oh, it's so finicky to be able to find. 3 diamonds. Move on. Diamonds. So now with the fan, we can signal 1, 2, 3 and confirm the amount that we spread the fan is the suit, and then the number of flaps is the value. Honestly, it is a clever system. It's just trying to finagle a glimpse of his cards in our looking mirror is infuriating. Thankfully, now that we have painted the deck, we don't have to go back and repeat that portion and see if I have any better luck finding. Oh, I found it. I found it. 3 diamonds again. Well, the exact same cards have been dealt in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is better than I've ever done before. We're coming on. Also, you may see that our livres have been severely depleted. I am sorry to say that is not because we donated to the Fund for Gypsies. We've just had some catastrophic losses. Oh my goodness. Okay, 160. If we win here, we will succeed in the encounter. I believe that we can do it. I think I've finally built up the muscle memory to be able to find where his car. Yes. 5? 5 clubs? I mean, oh, I mean, with the full flush, should be a winning hand no matter what we do. What a reckless creature you are. I give up. Comte, I don't know if you play like a gentleman or like a scoundrel. I would like to know. If my methods are skewed, rest assured, madame, is that my motives are pure. So this is Sophie's mother. She has finally learned about her daughter's death because of our exploits in the previous chapter. Though she does not know that I am her grandson. Oh no, she does. But it's a puzzlement to hear about an unexpected grandson. Come here, I want to see your face. Yeah, this is quite the awkward timing. Hello, grandmother. Only a man could be fooled by such disguise. Indeed. Come to Paris. I can teach you a few tricks of my own. I would love to learn them, grandmother. I don't know if you're my grandson, but you have Sophie's eyes. And there she goes. I think it is time to come to the thrilling conclusion here. Is Paris open? Chateau du Marais. Okay. Now we are making our return to the casino. Within disguises to be able to re-enter. And John Law is still here. I have to recoup my losses. You will not play. This is a respectable establishment. I saw that young man from the inn. Okay, I don't remember him. Don't worry, he didn't recognize us. We can still pull this off. Follow my lead. These guys are more on top of the characters in the story than I am. Salutations, monsieur. I am the Duke of Passagran. This is my young niece, the Marquise. Enchanté, madame. The poor lamb is frightened by the perfume of vice that pervades gambling houses. A most enchanting scent. See, I told you so. This establishment is a model of a moralistic righteousness. These young people are so unimaginative, so dry. Pray tell, should we play together? To show the beauty of the game to the fair lady? I am the owner of the house, I do not play. Sir, you should always accommodate old aristocrats. They have their uses. Of course. So, we talk the owner of the casino into a high-stakes game. Incredible. How many are going to be in on this game? Our goal here is to still play from the outside. Very similar to before. Have we met before? Your face seems familiar. You're a quiet one, I see. No, I would like to watch their game. I could abandon the count. No, we have to win the money. I am hooked. I feel terrible saying this, but I am hooked. I heard that you can't. Leave my niece in peace. Oh no. What would have happened if we had chosen to walk away? Would he have cut in anyway? I guess we'll never know. 270 is the minimum bet. Incredible. So now we must find our friend's hand of cards, which was our downfall all the previous times. Oh, 3 hearts, 3 hearts. At least this part I can get down. Excellent. And what a take. They may say so, this is quite the debacle. Monsieur, are you from the British colonies? Ah, Silas Dean. I do not know very much about Silas Dean. The smell, monsieur. Oh, these are famous last words. I smell vanilla, sea salt, and the bitter tinge of New York. You've been to New York? I have indeed. I was sent by Louis XV to provide assistance to the nascent independence movement. Yes. And thanks to people like you, the French are going to annoy the English for quite a while. Let us play again. 540. Terrifying. Terrifying amounts of money. Where is his hand? Where is his hand? There it is. Why is it always a random spot? 3 clubs. Whew. I fear that we are being far too slow. I do feel a negligible amount of guilt. That was quite a rude defeat you just experienced. Okay, so now for the next part of our trick. We go to pour the wine. And here we again play with our deck manipulations. So we pour, we gain the copied deck. Exit elegantly past our young wayward admirer. Yes, go down the stairs. Oh no, let me fetch that wine for you. But please, sir, please allow me. Thankfully, this is not increasing suspicion. Yes, I will leave and give you the cold shoulder. There are bigger things afoot. Okay, so now this is where things get quite messy. I have to stack the perfect hand for both my opponent and my friend, the Count. The opponent is going to... I need a dud. Ooh. King, ace, dud. And finalize. Get me out of here. All right, so he is going to be lured in with pair kings to bet high, and we will destroy him with pair aces. Yes, and we will continue to ignore the boy. This pour has to be perfect. A little slow there. Ooh, what? Oh, no. Very well arranged, you can see. And we have here a disguise. Monsieur. Yes, dear Comte, I recognized you right away. My good doctor, your medicine has set me on a dark path. I have lost everything because of you? Did I fail somewhere? I mean, it's about time that his cheating caught up with him, but I can hear you think. It's deafening. Yes, the biggest fool in the room. I deserve that punch. But also, I don't really want to talk about it. Let me sleep, will you? Aww. We had so much on the line. Oh, man. We lost so much. Well, it's about time I caught up to him. We are now heading toward the Chateau du Marais in Gimil? I expect we'll find a way to get to Versailles from there. Now, I must warn you, Gimil is a surprising place. It's... What is happening outside? We're not on the road anymore. The horses are bolting. Quick, jump! What? We've been waylaid. Oh, we've been waylaid. Colonel Gabriel. Colonel Gabriel. Was this the one that we... and he just runs away? This was the one that we were able to frame for cheating? Don't you think about running. Hands up. I will deal with you first. Any final words? Sure. Incur a duel. I challenge you on your honor, soldier. Do you wish to duel? Indeed. Give me a good reason to do that. Would the soldier care for honor? I don't think so. Justice? Chance? Chance. You want a chance to live? You gave me a brilliant idea. Take a coin. Heads, we duel. Tails, I shoot you right away. Throw. Oh no. I have not done the coin toss in so long. Did I hit it? Oh yes. So I had to play that just to get a chance at a duel now. Take this gun. Whoa, no. Swords. Swords. Okay, heads, I shoot first, tails, well, I want to shoot first. Was that on? It was on the very edge. Whoa. Tails. How is that possible? 1, 2. Fire! Just shoot him! How many paces? He shot himself in the foot? Are you kidding me? I'm dying. What? What? You tried to kill me? I did not fire. Oh my goodness. So now we are captured in jail, despairing in the gaol of Toulouse. Who is this in the corner? It has to be somebody that we know. Surprised, he hears a whisper. A familiar voice. Hey! It's our old gypsy friend. Ireno is hiding in the corner of the cell. I knew it. Yes, he has abandoned me. Colonel Gabriel is a drunk as well as a fool. He likes the wit to have you trapped here by chance. McGregor is behind this. He is entering the prison courtyard as we... Well, it seems that you have engaged in a little bit of last-minutism here to bust me out. Yes, I would love to get out of here. How... it was never locked. It was never locked. Will we be able to rejoin with our friend? Ireno, did you find... I've got him. And we go straight to the magician. Eugene, I thought I'd lost you for a while. Wait, is he angry with me? Yes, I mean, you ran away immediately. I see Ireno bribed the right guard. I'm glad you're safe. becoming too dangerous for you to wander around with your gains in your pocket. Imagine if you had found your purse. Well, I would not have found very much in it after we had to speak with Death to be able to get out recently, but, yes. I only have pennies. And so we are headed off to the chateau. Yes. Let us skip this. I have already been here twice, and this is one of the most complicated tricks we've ever had to pull before. It happens very quickly, very tight timings. And a lot to keep track of, so a lot of distractions here as well. We'll see how this plays out. Yes, we are back. We are back. And then with our low funds, because of some previous mishaps, it has been hard to be able to stay in the game if we take any losses here. So have been doing some rounds against our classic gambling buddies just to be able to fleece them for a large enough purse to stay in the game if we do make some mistakes. 280 livres, all that we have. So the overall goal here is that, or the overall idea is that our opponents are so drunk or hungover that they won't mind messy and bent cards. So we are using all the card bending tricks to be able to mark the cards as we play. High card and low card marked right here. Now we are also going to rely on a little bit of sleight of hand to be able to palm this king as we chuck the rest of the hand back into the dealer. So we keep the king. And now it is our deal. So we have learned a false deal where we throw out the second card rather than the first. And now this one is a loser, so I give it. I gotta remember the bent cards to be able to manipulate the winning cards to our friend. Like so. And I believe this is the full deal. Yes! And that's why you have such a tight timing on being able to keep pace with the deal. The sleight of hand to be able to throw out the second card rather than the top card, being able to line up winners for our partner and losers for our opponents. A single mistake can cost you the entire round, and because you are dealing so many cards, it's very easy to make a single mistake on the tight timings. And now we're going to have even more bent cards that are marked to have to keep track of. So it's only going to get harder the more rounds that we play. There we go. We have our two bent cards. Now we're going to look to palm a winner so that we can at least start the deal off well for our friend. Thankfully, missing the timing is not a complete failure. It just increases their suspicion dramatically. So we huck these out. Get the winner card out there. Keep an eye on bent cards. This one is a winner. So it's going across to the count. This one's a loser, so they can have that. And then that's a winner, so we're going to hang on to that. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. And our purse is looking better and better. Incredible. And this is taking them for all they are worth. Watching this, maybe it is time for a revolution to strike France. It certainly feels like being the legitimate heir at this time is putting us in danger. Cards are played out. The ace is palmed for later. And this one is worth all the winnings. Okay. Now, to succeed in one more deal. Winner, lined up directly. Beautiful. Loser, also lined up perfectly. Fantastic. The less that I have to false deal, the better we do. That was a winner that we were able to send across, and this one is another one. Man, his hand is going to be absolutely stacked. Whoa, finally. My friend, you've lost everything. Oh, it's the most exquisite time. All right. He is going back to Paris. How is the king's favorite? Since you're going back to Paris, do you mind introducing us to Madame de Pompadour? Fantastic. We have our inn to the royal court. At long last. Here it is, Pompadour's salon. Let us go. Chapter 4, The Choice. Humanity is not perfect in any fashion, no more in the case of evil than in that of good. The criminal has his virtues just as the honest man has his weaknesses. We will have to explore the thrilling conclusion in the next episode. If you guys have enjoyed the Let's Play, leave a like and subscribe to the channel to be able to see when the next episode releases. Stay tuned, it'll be coming out very soon. Until next time, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.